I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Hey guys, this is Bando Guy 4 bringing you another episode of Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. In the previous part, we got to Vermilion City and got through most of the trainers on the luxury liner, the SS Anne, and in this part, we're gonna finish it up. And now we have this jerk. Bonjour, Red. Imagine seeing you here. Red, were you really invited? So how's your Pokedex coming? I heard you caught 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Well, I guess you have to be ahead in something in this world. Crawl around in grassy areas and look hard for them. Yeah, I'm gonna... whatever. So, he's going to send out Pidgeotto again, and this time it is a proper level. But we all know the truth. We all know that you have to get it. Level 17 Pidgeotto, honestly. And he's going to run away. Like the little pansy bitch he is. Fortunately now, I do have the perfect counter to his water-type starter. Anton's gonna boss him. Cause I know Vine Whip. Oh darn. It wasn't a one-hit KO. Oh well. Let's get him out of there. What else you got? He's going to use Kadabra, which, again, I'll just send in Blue. I think Blue can handle the rest of this on his own. More than likely. Interesting bit about Kinesis. Abra and Kadabra are the only two Pokemon in the entire world of Pokemon that can possibly learn Kinesis. And it's just as annoying as Smokescreen is. But since I have Ember disabled now, I'm gonna have to just scratch him. And Kadabra's defense is just absolutely terrible, so a couple hits and he's out of there. Well, I did get a level up, so I guess I will use someone else for the rest of his Pokemon. I don't particularly want to send in Anton to finish off Pidgeotto, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's just that awesome. I think Poison Powder would be a reasonable idea. Yeah, happy I got that down before the sand attack hit. If you haven't figured out, he really likes the lower accuracy of this battle between Kinesis and Sand attacks. Gus doesn't do all that much because, again, Anton, boss, that whole formula works. And the critical hit takes him out. And his last Pokemon is still going to be the same old Rattata evolution. And just so that she gets to have some fun too, I'll send out Kathleen to take out this Raticate. Very annoying Raticate. And again, hacking, because Rattata evolves at level 20, so... It's just such a cheater, and again, must be punished. Die, infidel! And victory is mine. At least you're raising your Pokemon. Maybe that's why your Pokemon are too weak. You keep on spending your time catching new ones. There was a Cut Master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. Yep, it'll be handy. You should go see him too. Smell ya. He just can't get over how wondrous I smell. So here's the old man. Oh, I feel hideous. Seasick. Rub rub. Rub rub. Thank you, I'm feeling much better now. He has a glorious mustache. You want to see my hidden cut technique? I could show you my prized cut technique if I weren't so ill. But instead, he gives us HM01, so now we can teach cut to one of our own Pokemon. And let's see. The captain is reading a book on how to conquer seasickness, and... ugh, shouldn't have looked. So... the captain of this luxury liner happens to be a seasick guy. Okay. Good luck with that. I'm going to get off this ship before it tries going anywhere. And the SSN is going forever. If you actually have a Pokemon that knows Cut, you could potentially skip the SSN, which is how you would get over to the truck in this area. If you'd have to get a Pokemon that knows Surf and then head over there before the SSN leaves, because once it's gone you cannot re-enter this area. There is no Mew under the truck. There's actually a lava cookie, which is basically just a full heal. Nintendo decided to put something down there just so that the people who went to check wouldn't be disappointed. And now, I get to use the most useful Pokemon that I have caught thus far. Not for any battling purposes, of course, but I caught a Paris, which I aptly nicknamed Slave, because it shall do my bidding, always. My first command is for it to learn Cut so that I can get around everywhere. Paris can learn several HMs, which makes it a perfect slave for getting around. And I'm going to meet you now at Diglett's Cave. Alright, I'm back, and now we're going to be heading through Diglett's Cave. As its name implies, 95% of the time here you will find a Diglett. The other 5% is Diglett's evolved form, Dugtrio. And since Repel only keeps away Pokemon that are a lower level than yours, it's quite possible that even if you put up a Repel, you will still have 1 or 2 random encounters in here, because the Dugtrios, I believe, are between level 29 and 31, and your Pokemon are not likely to be that level. If you think you're going to have trouble with the next gym, though, this is a really easy way to get a Diglett, or if you're playing Leaf Green, you can backtrack a little bit and pick up a Sandshrew. Both would make the gym ridiculously easy, because it happens to be an Electric-type gym. So, this is Route 2, we're back here again, and now there is, since we know Cut, we can actually get back to Peter City and the earlier areas of the game. But that's not actually what I'm over here for. The first thing I want to do here is go into this house right here. And this guy tells you about fainted Pokemon, but that even if a Pokemon faints, it can still use HM moves. And this guy is looking for an Abra and wants to give us a Mr. Mime. So, because I need the sheer beastliness that is Mr. Mime on my team, I am going to trade him my Abra and get the Mr. Mime with the worst nickname in the history of the universe. But it's still awesome because it is, in fact, still a Mr. Mime. So I mentioned how Alakazam is one of the best special attackers in the game and really fast. And Mimian, the Mr. Mime, is really good. I'm going to guess that his name is pronounced Mimian, but who knows, maybe it's Mimian, maybe it's something else. And even though I'm going to be fighting some trainers that have levels just lower than my other Pokemon, I'm still going to put Mr. Mime out front because it's just that awesome. This Mr. Mime has a timid nature, which will raise its speed and lower its attack, which for a Mr. Mime is just perfect. It has the soundproof ability, so moves like growl, screech, roar, anything that produces a sound will have no effect. And the moves it knows right now are Barrier, Confusion, and Substitute. I'm actually going to put Confusion out in the front there. Substitute uses a fourth of your health to create a double of yourself, which will take attacks, and if they try to induce some status ailment on you, it will not work. And Barrier sharply raises the defense stat. And then Confusion is just a basic Psychic type move. I thought there was an item here, but it doesn't appear like it. You definitely want to come to this guardhouse. This guy tells you about Flash to get through Rock Tunnel. And this guy, one of Professor Oak's aides, since I have 10 species in my Pokedex, I actually have 20 now I think, he will give me HM05 Flash, and I have 21 in my Pokedex right now. So that's very helpful, and like the slave it is, Paris can also learn Flash. So that's 2 HMs so far that are on one Pokemon. And you put a disc on its head and somehow it downloads the move, I guess. Pokemon are machines! Actually, there's only one like that. And here's an ether, and I think a paralyzed heal down here. Yep, and maybe a berry somewhere too. I could have sworn there was a stat raising item somewhere around here, but guess I'll have to come back for that later when I have an item that will let me find it. But that item is really kind of messed up. But it helps at least a little bit if you're trying to figure out at least what direction you're going, as long as you're needing to go only up, down, left, or right. So I will meet you back on the other side of Diglett's Cave. On the north route of Vermilion City, off to the right of the guardhouse here, you can find a rare candy if you search right here. And on the other side of the guardhouse, there is a berry hidden here that I forgot, a citrus berry which will heal 30 health when held by a Pokemon. And I'll meet you in a different location. Okay, and east of Vermilion City is Route 11. There can be found one new Pokemon here. It is Drowsy. But I'm not over here to pick up a Drowsy. I'm actually over here to get interrupted by this trainer. Okay, and I'm back. There are a couple things that happened while I've been away that I wanted to point out. Mr. Mime is now level 15. First it learned Meditate, which raises attack. And I got rid of Meditate for Double Slap, which is just a physical move. But I'm going to get rid of that as soon as I can learn another move anyway. And at level 27, Kathleen Wing Attack, which I got rid of Gust for, because it's just a more powerful flying type move. And I do want to show this next trainer. You will see he is his trainer class, that is Gamer Jasper. There's also another gamer on this route. In the original Red, Blue, and Yellow, their trainer class was actually Gambler. But in later games this was changed, I guess because Nintendo decided gambling was bad for the kids. So they changed them all to gamers instead. And Mr. Mime grew to level 16. It's really growing rather fast. So I definitely want the chance to use it in the gym. But of course both Mr. Mime and Bellsprout, or rather Weeping Bell, will get to the level where I will be above level 30 again soon, so I'll be needing a new gym badge shortly, but that won't take too long, hopefully. Not after getting the third one. The fourth one comes rather fast after that. And I'm just going to leave Mr. Mime poisoned because I only have a couple more things to show on this route. Here's an item, next defend, worthless. There's another old man over here, and I think there's an item over here, a great ball, which we still can't buy quite yet. There's an item on that rock, I'm sure of it. What is it? It is an escape rope. And in this guardhouse, if you go upstairs, you will find once again one of... I always do that, every single time. Anyway, Professor Oak's aid, if you have 30 species, he'll give you an item finder, but I don't have 30 quite yet, but I will soon. And then this guy tells you about Nidorino, and will trade you a Nidorino. And again, in Leaf Green, it's the opposite of that. This binocular shows Pokemon asleep on the road, and this one shows Rock Tunnel, which we will be going to shortly, and I will be very, very angry about that. And the last thing for this episode is that there is a Snorlax over here, which we saw first on the SSN, and it will be blocking our path for quite some time to come. Anyway, in the next part, I will be taking on the Vermilion City Gym. But if you like this part, give it a thumbs up, feel free to comment, and if you like my videos so far, subscribe because there's more on the way. This has been Rando Guy 4, and I will see you guys next time.